LA app.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma Brands radio station. This is Lakers Talk on 710 ESPN.
Last night, it was the Nick Smith Jr. show in Portland.
Smith 4-3. It's his night. I haven't seen a guy do this for the Lakers in years.
The Lake Show pulled off a stunning win on the road in the most impressive performance yet of the season.
And the Lakers come into Portland without LeBron, without Austin Reeves, without Luka Doncic, without Gabe Vincent, and win it.
The Lakers bring their 4-game winning streak home to downtown LA tomorrow night versus the Spurs.
You can't win in this league unless you play hard. It's impossible now. And these guys have just been awesome for the last 7 games.
Lakers Talk is presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. Visit HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com to get the help you need today.
And all new Lakers Talk is on right now.
Here's Andy Kamenetsky.
What is up, Laker fans? This is Lakers Talk. Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA 710. Thank you, as always, for being here, being a part of the Lakers Talk community, whether you are listening, whether you are watching on YouTube, leaving comments that we try to incorporate into the show. Funchy's here. DeAndre is here. It's going to be a short show today. Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. We are living Lakers Talk quarter mile at a time, because at 6:45, we are turning over to USC women's basketball, taking on New Mexico State. And while obviously, especially for someone like me, fight on, supporting the women of Troy, it is a bit of a shame that we have a short show today, because there is a lot to get into and a lot to be excited about with your Los Angeles Lakers. They are taking a 6-2 record, a 4-game winning streak, into tomorrow night's, I think, really exciting matchup against the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama over at the Crypt. As always, the game can be heard right here. Your pregame coverage begins with Beto Duran at 5:30, followed by the tip-off at 7. John Ireland, Michael Thompson with the call. Then postgame with Beto again. We've already heard from the Lakers. Austin Reeves, with that groin injury that kept him out last night versus Portland, he is questionable. Jackson Hayes turned his ankle during the Portland win, probable. But this is what's most important. Luka Doncic, who missed yesterday's game against Portland, he's not even on the injury report, which means unless something really unforeseen happens with Luka between now and tomorrow's game, he is going to be available. He's been dealing with that lower left leg contusion management, that sprained finger. As the Lakers noted, as Dave McMenamin from ESPN noted in his report about Luka's absence yesterday, he has played a lot of minutes. They are looking to manage that. So the good news is Luka v. Wemby should be happening tomorrow. That is really exciting. It's a short show today, so again, no guests, but 877-710 ESPN if you want to weigh in. 877-710 ESPN. As I mentioned before, the Lakers are on a 4-game winning streak, despite the fact they have not been whole at any point this season. They are 6-2, despite having not had the full roster, all hands on deck, even once. Obviously, LeBron has not suited up yet this season with the old man sciatica. Gabe Vincent, he has been out for most of the year. Luka Doncic and Marcus Smart, they missed the Minnesota road win with the Austin Reeves game winner. DeAndre Ayton missed half of the win over Memphis and then all of the Heat game. Side note, that Memphis win, that may have broken the Ja Morant era in Memphis.
What happened there?
Apparently,
he's mad at the rotations.
He
right?
is mad,
and I see the box scores. They don't play anyone over 32 minutes.
Yeah, Tomas Iasola, I believe is how you say his name.
Coach Tomas.
Coach Tomas. Apologize if I've mispronounced that, but he has talked about how, in his mind, the best way to get, in a nutshell, the best way to get the best out of your players, trying to preserve them for the entire season, is to play them in shorter bursts so they can really go hard over the course of games. And, you basically try to protect them against too much wear and tear, too much work on the body. I think particularly for someone like Ja, who plays such a reckless style, but also, quite frankly, has been hurt a lot.
That kind of works when you have a good team, right? I mean, right? When you have depth on your team, right?
Sure. And the Grizzlies have been a mess over the last 48 or so hours. Ja, after the loss to the Lakers, was asked about what was a very lifeless for second half of the game for Ja. I mean, there were a few times Billy and Stu during the Spectrum Sportsnet broadcast were openly wondering, is Ja hurt? Is something going on? Because he does not seem like the same guy. Ja afterwards kept saying, better ask the coaching staff. Ask the coaching staff, what went wrong, what could have been done different. Ask the coaching staff. Finally was asked, other than talking to the coaching staff, what do you think could have been done differently? He's like, well, if you ask them, probably play me less. Obviously talking about some friction between him and the coaching staff. Ja gets suspended a game, comes back. Asked if things are okay now. His response is, in so many words, well, they told you it's okay, so I guess it's okay. And they wouldn't say it's okay if it's not okay. Clearly, Ja does not think this is okay.
Do not agree with that rotation. I mean, literally, they'll come in. It'll be 3 minutes into the game. You're seeing him getting pulled out. You're seeing Jaren Jackson Jr. getting pulled out. And I'm like, how do you expect them to get into any sort of rhythm when they're it reminded me of me playing college basketball. Literally 5 in, 5 out, and just constant.
It's like a hockey shift.
Literally, it was like, what are you doing?
Well, that is obviously, I think the Lakers beating the Grizzlies in that game, that victory over Memphis was kind of like the straw that broke the Jaw's back. And he has been
no pun intended.
He has been openly mad, man. He has been really upset about that. So the Lakers may have destroyed an entire era in Memphis. So congratulations to them. Obviously, they did not have Luka and Austin last night during the win against Portland, 123-115. The only rotation regulars the Lakers have had for all 8 games of this 6-2 clip that they have right now, Rui, Jake LaRavia, Jared Vanderbilt. Of their top 10 players, only those 3 and DeAndre Ayton have played more than 6 games. Somehow the Lakers have managed to find ways to keep winning, at times being greater than the sum of whatever parts are available on any given night. And I think a big piece of this is just, we've seen over 8 games, this is not a team that concedes losses. They do not treat the idea of a scheduled loss as a thing for them. And by the way, last night would have been the perfect opportunity to see a game as a scheduled loss. It's the second end of a back-to-back. You took care of your business against Miami. No Luka, no LeBron, no Austin, no Gabe Vincent. 4 of your top 5 ball handlers are out. Second end of a back-to-back. Portland, the younger, more energetic, more athletic, more full-strength team. They're missing a couple guys, but they're more full strength than the Lakers. They also had not played since last Friday. So they were more rested on top of everything. Would have been very easy to see the Lakers just say, you know what, man, after that first quarter and they're down, this just ain't our night. It ain't going to happen. We're still doing well. It's fine. But no, they don't do that, man. And they got some great offensive nights from Rui Hachimura. 28 points on 10 of 15 shooting, 6 of 6 at the line, killing it all season as a 3-level scorer. He's been destroying in the mid-range. He is averaging a career high, almost 17 points a game on 59% from the field, 45.5% from behind the arc. In 8 games, this is amazing. Rui has not shot below 50% from the field in any game this season, and he's only shot below 40% from behind the arc once. And in this game against Portland, Rui had to create a lot of his own looks. He was working off turnarounds and spin moves and stuff like that. I believe he shot in this game 70% on unassisted field goals. So this wasn't just catch and shoot opportunities for Rui behind the arc, anything like that. He was really creating for himself. DeAndre Ayton, who wasn't even given to play last night against Portland. He was dealing with those back spasms that kept him out of the Miami game in the second half of Memphis. There had been some question about whether he'd be available, although I was pretty sure, other DeAndre, that he would look at this as a revenge game going up in Portland. I had a feeling Ayton would be available. I did not get confirmation on this, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say there was no tribute video. No thank you, DeAndre.
Of course not.
for those 2 years in Portland. 29 points, 14 of 19 from the field, living in that mid-range, got set up around the rim a lot, 10 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass, cleaned up some misses, 3 blocks. DeAndre Ayton is never going to be, I think, like a classic or even above average rim protector, lane deterrent. Like, it's just not his game. But I do think he's been really active. Like, I do think he's been really energetic, and he has been aware of it. I feel like he's been doing his best. And I know for the time being, 8 games in, the numbers, like his defensive rating and some other metrics, they're not great right now. Like, his net rating is not great. But I feel like his activity in general and like the energy and the accountability that a lot of people have been concerned about with DeAndre Ayton, it's been there. Like, okay, when we get back, I want to get DeAndre Hawkins's take on this, because he was the resident DeAndre Ayton skeptic when the Lakers brought him in. So 8 games in, curious to see what DeAndre Hawkins think. But also, too, I want to talk about Nick Smith Jr., I want to talk about Bronny in last night's game. And also, too, I want to get into 8 games in, it's looking like Rob Pelinka had himself a hell of an offseason. Like, it is really looking like, and I think our listeners know, certainly the Locked On Lakers listeners know, available 5 days a week, every week. Get your podcast Monday through Friday, always free. And for the sickos who like to watch, there is a YouTube component. You know who you are. I've been critical at times of Rob Pelinka in terms of his overall vision, how he constructs rosters, elements like that. Small sample size, still got a lot more to go, but it's feeling to me so far like the returns on Rob Pelinka's offseason have been really good. So we'll get into all that coming up next. Again, 877-710-ESPN if you want to weigh in. Also want to take a look at tomorrow's game, Lakers-Spurs. This is Lakers Talk. Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA 710.
YouTube TV customers, get the sports you love on ESPN back, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, NBA, college basketball, and more. Act now. Go to keepmynetworks.com to get ESPN back. History lives in the Lakers. Kobe, Magic, Kareem, all the greats. And with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, we are witnessing history being made right now. The excitement never ends, and every bounce, every bucket, every moment seems to only get more exciting. You can catch every Lakers moment from way back then till now at the official Lakers YouTube channel. Get the sickest, latest highlights, in-depth behind-scenes access, historical moments cemented in time, and more at Lakers YouTube. And subscribe now.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, commissions, open houses, or costly repairs. They'll give you a fair cash offer with no surprises. One seller said, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was faster, easier, and more rewarding than listing my house. The offer matched my expectations, and the process was stress-free." Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
All right, guys, I'm here with the Crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Okay, I understand that, you guys obviously have dealt with contractors, wholesalers, but is there a project too big? Is there a project too small for you guys?
No, not at all. No project's too small or too big. We could handle anything you need.
Are you kidding me? With as much as people love their pets now, people coming for carpet for their doghouse. So we can do a project that small, and we're happy to do that.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installations with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
710 ESPN.
The radio home of the purple and gold and the home of Lakers talk.
Nick Smith for three. He got it. It's Nick Smith's night.
That's 4 straight wins for the purple and gold after last night's victory in Portland. Powered by Nick Smith Jr.
It was a number of positive energy, man, and my teammates wanted me to keep going, and I just kept going.
Tomorrow night, Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs come to LA live as the Lakers look to stretch their winning streak to 5.
For me to have this moment now and for everybody to come together and have a big win like this is definitely special for me.
Lakers Talk is presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. Visit HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com to get the help you need today.
More Lakers Talk with Andy Kamenetsky rolls on.
I'm too fast for y'all, man.
Ride or die, remember? I don't have friends. I got family. You don't turn your back on family. Even when they do.
Let me tell you something. Ja Rule's mistake to drop out of this franchise was the best thing that ever happened to Ludacris.
Yeah, seriously.
Luda is like, you will pry this franchise
He's
and
eating
this
off of this.
Yeah, and this role from my cold dead hands. You will. You can make Fast and the Furious 25 the worst possible movie. We can take 9 Fieros into space. I am in. I am never leaving. He is a wise, wise man, that Chris Bridges. Lakers Talk, Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA 710. Going to get into Nick Smith Jr. because he had himself one hell of a night last night. I want to get into Rob Pelinka, and I want to get into DeAndre Hawkins's take on DeAndre Ayton. But first, got to talk to my girl Robbie in East Long Beach. What's up, Robbie?
I'm doing great, Andy and Michael Sanchez. I like the Nick Smith. I believe Nick Smith is the key to the wild card for a playoff run and maybe a conference finals. Who knows? And also, I heard about James Wiseman maybe when he got released. Maybe if there's a chance, maybe we bring him on at some point and get until Gabe Vincent is healthy, and then maybe we move Dalton Connect and maybe hopefully think about the Ja Morant, maybe 50-50 as of a good run, and maybe J.J. Redick could get him into shape with his attitude. I'll take that maybe as a good run. Let's go Lakers.
As always, appreciate it, Robbie. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this spotlight is not the right one for Ja. I don't.
LA's not the right city for him, man.
No. I don't picture Ja and this scrutiny working out. maybe I'm being too automatically negative, too reflexively cynical. I don't picture that working out at all. I just no. Also, too, his contract's too big for the Lakers to actually make a move for him where they're not just gutting their roster to bring him in. He's not somebody they really need. To be honest, James Wiseman, I don't even know if they would have to create space just to make room for James Wiseman because they're so close to that first apron and they can't go over. But, down the road, we'll see what happens in terms of making space, if not for James Wiseman, for anybody. Nick Smith Jr., two-way player. 2 years ago, he was taken 27th overall first-round pick by the Charlotte Hornets. They let him walk or don't pick up the third-year option on Nick Smith very, very early in his career. It's very unusual for teams to give up on first-round picks that early, not pick up options, although, interestingly enough, Jake LaRavia has had that experience. The Memphis Grizzlies, which they've come out on the record and said that was a mistake, they did not pick up the third-year option, and then they eventually moved him to Sacramento. And, by the way, not picking up that third-year option put a cap on what Sacramento could offer Jake LaRavia. They wanted to keep him. Matt George from Locked On Kings told me that they did not expect any team to go over the top with what they could offer. The Lakers went slightly over. He is now a Laker, and that's working out really well for the Lakers, really well for Rob Pelinka. But Nick Smith Jr. last night, in a lot of ways, I thought was what the Lakers needed, not just with the scoring, but like the skill set. They needed ball handling, like any type of ball handling out there. They needed guard skills. They needed speed for all of the full court pressure and just the constant harassment that Portland's defenders were using. And 25 points off the bench, 10 of 15 from the field, hits 5 threes. I don't know if that's something that Nick Smith Jr. is going to do again this season. I don't know if he's going to do anything close to that for the rest of the year. But, A, he created a lifeline for himself in this league because he is really trying to stay in. And last night was a hell of a showcase for him. But also, B, if this is the best we get from Nick Smith this entire year, that's a win for Rob Pelinka just with the two ways. Like, if you get one win in a regular season because of your two-way player, like a two-way player helps fuel, like that in and of itself makes it a win for the two-way player, but also for Rob Pelinka in the front office.
A couple things about Nick Smith Jr. Last night, we were already getting calls that he should be replacing Gabe Vincent in the lineup.
Slow down. Slow down. I mean, the Lakers have done well without Gabe Vincent. DeAndre and I both nearly had conniption fits on air when he was starting. He's too small for that role. He creates too many defensive issues for the Lakers. He's not going to get the ball enough to fill it up the way he did in preseason. He is a more established player than Nick Smith Jr. Like, if you think Gabe Vincent's too small for some defensive assignments, like, he's Magnus Vermagnuson compared to Nick Smith Jr. Like, Nick Smith, he's got, like, his legs are so skinny. It's like Corey Brewer has cankles compared to him. Like, he's got some of the Corey Brewer had the most shockingly skinny legs I've ever seen. Corey Brewer. He really did.
Put some respect on Corey Brewer. He dropped 50 in the game.
He had 51 points, and he once had a pet goat. It's true.
Yeah, what?
No, he had a pet goat. Yeah. He actually had a real pet goat.
Actually had a pet goat.
I'm not. This is not a joke. This is not going anywhere. Corey Brewer. He's very country. Super country and hell of a nice guy.
The other thing I saw on Twitter today about Nick Smith Jr. was I saw this tweet. I choose to believe that we really drafted Nick Smith Jr. in 2023 and not JHS.
Oh, man. God. JHS just woke up one morning like, I'm taking strays.
Yeah, is he still in the Sixers?
I don't think he is.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Man.
Like, that poor guy. Like, but this, by the way, the JHS thing speaks to how much just like situation and the setting that you're in and some degree of luck can make or break a career. Like, you look at how many players have done well the moment they leave the Hornets organization. Like, Malik Monk became a legit NBA player the minute he left Charlotte, spent the 1 year with the Lakers, resuscitated his career, and now he's done really well in Sacramento. Like, that doesn't happen in Charlotte. Like, Dalton Knecht spent an hour with the Hornets, and he's never looked the same. Like, it's like he lost his entire basketball mojo being with that organization for a couple hours.
By the way, Jalen Hirschapino does play for the Sixers. He's on a two-way contract.
Oh, is he?
He's on a two-way contract.
Good, man. Look. Nick Smith Jr. shows if you've got a two-way contract, you at least have an opportunity in front of you. DeAndre Hawkins, I wanted to ask you, 8 games in as the resident DeAndre Ayton cynic, what have you thought?
I think he's playing really well. I think this is the type of big man that the Lakers are going to need throughout the whole entire season. Being active on the glass, also rotating the right way defensively, commanding the rebounds on the defensive end of the floor, but also getting to his spots offensively to where he can succeed, meaning roll into the basket actually, not the back to the basket that everyone thinks he can be. I mean, as far as like the soft touch around the rim, catching in the spot, nice little floater in the paint, like stuff like that, to where he get his shot going. But overall, I think he's playing well. I just hope he can sustain this for the.
You need to see more.
You see a lot more.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to see more.
He made a great play yesterday when you're talking about putting himself in the position to score, where Nick Smith was getting really harassed by. I want to say he was getting double teamed, pretty like 2 or 3 feet behind the arc, and he was running out of places to go and somewhere to take the ball. He couldn't dribble past it. DeAndre Ayton started diving to the basket, gave Nick Smith an outlet. Smith managed to get the ball to him, and it turned into an easy score. Like, that sort of activity in and of itself, like, I think we're seeing more from DeAndre Ayton. Like, when he's been out there, he's been working hard. Like, I understand that 8 games is not going to erase DeAndre Ayton's reputation as a guy with a low motor, a guy that doesn't care. Like, it's going to take more than 8 games. But the 8 games he's played with the Lakers, I think his activity has been pretty consistently high.
And it is consistent. And all we ask is, like, we don't need you to be getting out there and getting 30. No, like, just be consistent. Meaning consistent, like run the floor, the little things, run the lanes, rebound, protect the rim. That was the biggest issue with the Lakers, no rim protection. He's been doing that. And, when I say rim protection, like, also don't foul. Like, we got to keep him away from foul trouble. And, I mean, that's the only game so far that he's really been into foul trouble like that, but little things like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, he is not a perfect rim protector. Like, it is not his specialty. I don't think it's ever going to become his thing. But I think he's been reasonably effective at it. He's definitely been challenging shots. Like, he's putting in the work. And you can't expect him to become Dikembe Mutombo overnight just because he puts his mind to it. But the first step to becoming the best version of that type of player he can be is actually trying to be that type of player. And I think he has been.
And the little things, too, like the stretch in the Portland Trailblazers in the last, 3 minutes, and him getting, offensive rebounds and putting it right back, those were huge.
Yep.
Those were huge. Keeping the play alive, getting second chance opportunities, those little things were, don't show up on the stat sheet. As far as, him putting himself in the right position, hustling out there, those are the things that we want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Final segment coming up. Again, short show today, short Lakers talk, because we're going to be taking you to USC women's basketball versus New Mexico State. But when we get back, I want to talk a little bit about Rob Pelinka's offseason. And so far, it looks like he's really fortified this team. Also, take a look at tomorrow's game against the Spurs, and something I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Lakers talk, Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA 710.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. We joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them, and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hey there, it's James Worthy, and I'm here to talk about something that's making waves in the world of recovery, IceBod Active. Whether you're a pickleballer, tennis pro, soccer fanatic, basketball champ, or a runner, IceBod Active is your ticket to quicker recovery and peak performance. Picture this, form-fitting cryo compression wear that not only supports your muscles, but makes you look good while you're doing it. IceBod Active is the ultimate fusion of style and functionality. And here's the best part. IceBod Active comes equipped with pockets that fit flexible ice-cold gel packs that conform to your body's contours, providing targeted relief right where you need it most. So whether you're a hard-working laborer or a dedicated athlete, IceBod Active lets you ice and go. Don't let sore muscles hold you back. Go to IceBodActive.com today and experience the future of recovery. They have free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to IceBodActive.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Morales here, and if you're in the market for a new ride, there's only one place to go. You know where it is, the Big Cat Felix Chevrolet. You know the one right off the 110 in downtown LA with that classic black cat, Felix the Cat, smiling down on Figueroa. They've been serving Angelitos for over 100 years with unbeatable deals, an amazing selection, and service that treats you like family. A la familia. So whether it's a brand new Chevy or a certified pre-owned, make your next stop Felix Chevrolet. Head over to Felix Chevrolet, the Big Cat today. Ask for my guy, the GM Nicky D, and say, hey, I want to see that Big Cat.
YouTube TV customers, get the sports you love on ESPN back, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, NBA, college basketball, and more. Act now. Go to keepmynetworks.com to get ESPN back.
College football is back, and the Coliseum is the place to be. USC football takes on the best in college football, with home games against Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, and crosstown rival UCLA. Don't miss a single snap, a single touchdown, or the roar of the Trojan Nation. Single game tickets are now available at usctrojans.com/tickets. usctrojans.com/tickets. Fight on!
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Ride or die, remember?
Anybody else feel like having a Corona? You can have any beer you want.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Dom Toretto. The wise words of the great philosopher Dom Toretto. Lakers talk. Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA 710. Reminder, we are off early because the women of Troy are going to be hitting the hard court, taking on New Mexico State, and we're going to be broadcasting that. So we're only going to be on for about another 7 or so minutes. Before getting to Rob Pelinka's offseason, and I think, again, early returns, but what I think might be some credit coming to Rob Pelinka. I want to talk a little bit about tomorrow's game and something I'm going to be looking for against the Spurs. First of all, I think it's just going to be a really entertaining game. You've got Luka v. Wemby. I know they're not going to be against each other, but those are the big names, and both of them are going to be charged with carrying their teams through some absences. In the case of the Lakers, we know they're not going to have LeBron. We know they're not going to have Gabe Vincent. Austin Reeves is questionable with that groin strain, or the groin soreness, I should say. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if it's a strain or not. It's sore groin. But I don't know if he's going to be playing or not, but we know the Lakers are going to be missing some important players. And in the meantime, the Spurs, they will not have Dylan Harper, who just got hurt. He's going to be out.
That.
I know.
A couple weeks.
Sucks. He's going to be out a little bit. De'Aaron Fox has not played. Guys like Luke Cornett, I believe, is also out there, backup, and a backup center behind Wemby.
Did you see the new nickname between Luke Cornett and Wemby?
No.
French Vanilla.
Well, I'll throw you another one. I'm pretty sure you've seen this one with LaRavia, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic.
Tres Leches.
There you go.
Love it. We've been, over at the Locked On Lakers, the YouTube, we have been using the Exciting Whites meme.
Oh,
an awful lot from the wine section. Exciting Whites, we've been using that quite a bit. But look, man, got to call it like it is. The Lakers so far this season, some exciting whites on the court. It's true. It's just true. But it's going to be exciting to see how each team's superstar can maybe, if necessary, put their team on their back. But then also, too, the Lakers, how are they going to score? Like, this whole game, I think, is going to be a really interesting paint battle because the Lakers, as of this show, third in the league for points in the paint. The Spurs give up the second fewest points in the paint. Not shocking because old Wemby's over there. All right, push things a little bit further out. The Lakers, number one field goal percentage for both 5 to 9 feet from the basket and 10 to 14 feet. Number one for overall point paints in the non-restricted area. If you just break down the whole mid-range area, as anybody who's noticed or been watching the Lakers, they've been killing it in that area between Rui and Ayton and Luka. Like they've got a lot of guys who can really, really thrive in that area. Except San Antonio's also really good at defending there as well. I think in part because Wemby just creates because
he's 8 foot tall.
Yes, he creates such a problem to shoot over. You really got to start moving back to like the 3-point line where the Lakers are not particularly good. So it's going to be interesting to see how they navigate that, particularly if they are low on ball handlers. Luka is right now not on the injury report, so he should be there. Hopefully Austin Reeves will be there. But that's going to be interesting. And then in the meantime, the Spurs, as one would suspect, given that, again, they have Victor Wembanyama, they're also a team that scores a lot in the paint. The Lakers are not particularly good at protecting it. They're not awful, but they're not great at it either. Like in terms of across the league, opponent points in the paint.
Could this be a game we see them run the floor a lot more then?
Maybe.
In a half-court setting, we know the Spurs do a good job of keeping guys in front. And then if they do funnel them in the paint, you already know you got protection, Wembanyama.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they can manage to run the floor without turning the ball over. Like they have to make sure that if they're running the floor, that they're really on point with the hit-aheads and really on point with however much they're pushing the ball. They need to make sure they hang on to it. I also think that will be directly dictated by Luka's availability and effectiveness, Austin's availability, period, much less the effectiveness. But I think the paint in and of itself is something to watch for. Before we go, though, 8 games in, but like we talked about at the top of the show, the Lakers are 6-2 despite having a lot of guys injured over the course of this year. They only have 3 rotation regulars, Rui, Jake LaRavia, and Vando, who've played all 8 games. And you throw in DeAndre Ayton, those are the only guys who've played more than 6. I think it's a great reflection of the way JJ's gotten everybody to buy in and play hard at all times. But I also think it's a direct reflection of the offseason, the acquisitions of DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart really paying great early dividends. Those guys, I think, have done a really good job filling the roles that are needed of them, filling the skill sets that have been missing a lot from last year and talked about a lot in the offseason. The Lakers being too heavy with one-way players. I feel like Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia, and even in his own right, DeAndre Ayton, at minimum, they have operated consistently like 1.5-way players. And at their best, I think Smart and LaRavia have been 2-way players. Maybe not elite 2-way players, but elite 2-way players, we call them stars. And those guys are not stars. But those guys have made a difference for this team defensively. Like Jake LaRavia averages a little more than 4 assists per game. He and Marcus Smart, they both draw charges. They both get a lot of steals. They're both disruptive. Marcus Smart plays with an energy and an edge that I think helps give this team an identity. He's like an instant leader. He's somebody whose voice I think has instantly mattered both in terms of defensive communication and also just galvanizing a locker room, being, a veteran presence that I think, especially with LeBron unavailable and missing DFS, that was one of the things DFS did for them last year a lot. Again, so far, so good. Early sample size. There's still 74 games to go, but it's looking like Rob Pelinka had himself, especially when you take into account not operating with a lot of cap space, not operating with a lot of high-demand tradable assets, had a really nice offseason. And as somebody who's often been critical of it, I think it's only fair to praise Rob Pelinka's moves when they really have paid off. That is it again for Lakers Talk. We're going to be leading up to USC women's basketball taking on New Mexico State. Thank you to everybody for listening. As always, thank you to Funchy. Thank you to DeAndre Ayton Cynic, perhaps
Ride or die, remember?
DeAndre Hawkins. We will be back next week. Tomorrow night, Lakers, Spurs, 7 o'clock tip. Pregame begins at 5:30 with Beto Duran. This is Lakers Talk. Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA.
Everyone wants exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the Lakers, and this is your shot. Sign up for the Lakers email now to receive an insider's look